Welcome back to another Frenchy and Thailand live stream directly from Jomtien Beach on the great Sunday night, January 21st, 2024. Hopefully, you're doing well. Glad to have you aboard for the next 60 minutes. We're going to be together. And today we have a really special title for you and talking about a big subject happening right now and around the Pattaya and the Jomtien is a real estate scam in 2024. Um, Maybe you don't know here, your first time at the live stream, we welcome you. Hopefully, you're going to subscribe to the channel. If not, but welcome back. Thanks to be with me today on the great Sunday night. We're going to talk about again like the scam in 2024, but I'm going to give you a little bit more the both side, the story I heard, my connection with that person, and then my story with a special agent. I took some information. And then what I did tonight, I'm going to tell you what you should do if ever you're coming here to move in Thailand. If you want to buy a condominium or if you want to rent a condominium, whatever is your transaction about the real estate. But that's what going to be the conversation. I'm going to try to give you more tips and maybe we're helping you to not be scammed whatsoever. It's not happen all the time, by the way. We have to be a little bit careful about this. A lot of people, what, but you have scam all the time? No, no, no. They have some happening for sure, but we're always talking about the little percentage versus the biggest number about the percentage. So, but that's the reason why I'm going to do this tonight, and I'm going to sharing with you. And of course, if it's the first time here, welcome in the family of the Frenchy and Thailand. If you are not, welcome back. And don't forget to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be great. And every Sunday night, we do a special live stream here in Thailand. Again, it's not about the number. We have a new channel. Honestly, this channel started in August 2022, or a little bit earlier. I think it was in June when I decided to move in Thailand. And then I tried to start the channel, but I was moving in Thailand. It was a little bit not always perfect. And the last 1 month, I really decided for 2024 to be really more active on the side of this channel, give some information. And then my adventure in Thailand. You can see a fun video inside of my channel about the walking street in Pattaya, the Soy 6 now. We're going to targeting this week 3 area. We're going to visit a new business, open the door in the last month in Jomtien Beach. We have approximately about 5 of them. And I'm going to show to you who they are, what they do, and maybe that will helping you if ever you're moving here in Thailand or just visit Thailand and Jomtien area. Yes, I'm often in Pattaya. I pass a lot of time there during the week, and I was going to give you more information what's going on also in Pattaya. Next week, during the weekend, is a big event in Jomtien Beach. Is another competition, the water sport. This time is the jet ski. But you got one a couple of weeks ago, Coach. But yes, we got one, but it was a freestyle. It was more like a jet ski. Someone was stand up behind the jet ski with the handle, right? Stand up and going the race. This time is really a jet ski. Sit and then with speed and happening again in Jomtien Beach. They have about 3 or 4 events like this here during the year. We turn around for the beginning of the 2024, more holidays coming in in Thailand, and of course, very big events at the Sponkran happening in April, I believe, again. And don't forget that last year I had a really great time. It was the first time back after a couple of years without because of COVID. People was wild for a couple 3 days, and you got water all around whatever you go on tuk-tuk, on the street, on the bar, you got water. So expect that. So I'm going to consider to make some videos during those time. I'm going to be there. Again, this is going to be in April. But before that, we're going to make more video about what's going on in Thailand and, of course, in the Jomtien and Pattaya area. This is more like a live stream with a Q&A. If you have no really a template, we have to go that direction when I can ask question It's not a matter. You can come here anytime. You can ask question anytime. Yeah, some people like Roy live in Bangkok, pop up sometimes on my live stream, and he talk about fun activities. He knows more. He's been there for 20 years. He knows exactly what's going on in Thailand, and other people pop up, live in Thailand here, and they're sharing their experience, and they move here. RJ Calabro, my friend RJ from New Jersey, is in the house. Talk about the football. Today, the Lions beat the Buccaneers by the score of 31 to 23. You have a big game if you follow a little bit the football in USA. And NFL, right now, the Buffalo Bills visit the Kansas City Chiefs. But again, tonight we talk about the scam happening around the Pattaya. And this is really what we try to talk about this. A little bit more information about me, my story, if you don't know. But honestly, I decided to move in Thailand in 2022 in August. And I took the plane from Miami in Florida. I've been there for 6 years. My last 6, 7 years, I was in Miami. Before that, I was in Colorado. Before that, I was in Texas. Before that, I was in Arizona. Before that, I was in Ohio. I was in South Carolina. I was again in Florida for a couple of years in Pensacola. I went to Mississippi. I live in Virginia, and then I live in Vermont. So that's all the state I live for 1 to 3 to 7 years. I've never been more than 7 years at one specific location. My job, and I don't know, I get boring after 6, 7 years. I have to go somewhere else. So we'll see happening here in Thailand. It's my second year, but that's what I've been that way. Eric Doucet, salut mon Eric Doucet, merci. And Rabinoff, welcome, Mr. N. Rabinoff. No question, not really here, N. Rabinoff, but you can reach me, join me at 9 o'clock, N. Rabinoff, about the hockey. Not a problem. It's more about my adventure. So back again in August 2022, decide to move here. I live 2 weeks in Bangkok. I rent a hotel, visit Bangkok a little bit more to know more about Bangkok. And then I decided I knew I was going to live in Jomtien or Pattaya. I was looking for a condominium. I rent a hotel for approximately 10 days. And then before I move here, I start to looking for agent. Then I'm going to give you a bit my story about my how I did it. But I'm going to give you a little bit more the story, what happening right now, and what the scam happening in the Pattaya, and what you have to do if ever you move here. Hopefully, those tips I'm going to bring to you, they will helping you to do the transition smooth from whatever you come through, you coming from, and to live here and join me, to feel a bit more confident, comfortable to be with do some kind of transaction with Thai people. Guys, you have scam everywhere around the world. You have scam in Thailand. You have everywhere. You have bad people, you have good people. 99.9% guys, people here in Thailand are amazing. Good heart, good help. They smile to you, they welcome you, they try to helping you many, many ways. But obviously, always like anywhere, there are some people are not very nice and they try to scam you. And I got scammed one time. I'm already pay attention about everything, but that's got scam. But I'm not going to talk about this tonight. I'm talking tonight about the scam in real estate. Come on, how big is Pattaya? That is a great question, Eric, about that. That's a great question. I tried to, Eric, you live in Quebec, right? So I tried to give you a CD about this. It's because it's really, Eric, a tourist location here, Eric. So I don't know if Roy can compare something about that. I don't think so. Vegas would be a good example to you. And Quebec, I would say to you, Trois-Rivières. I think Trois-Rivières could be a good fit, Eric, to compare to Pattaya, to Trois-Rivières au Québec for that one over there. So Trois-Rivières would be a good fit, Eric. Welcome, by the way. Do you have an intention to moving here in Thailand, by the way? Eric, let me know. Any question you have, that's the question, guys. I can answer all the time. And hopefully you're going to ask a question because this is what we do here. We try to give you a answer to your question the best I can. Again, I moved here and can, in September and August 2022. I rent a condominium September 2. This is the condominium on that site right there. I live on the 31st floor. So you can go all the way up the 31st floor. This is really my condominium. It's called the Scissors Beach View Fund and Fund the Water. And my cost of rent the place is approximately $700 per month straight in front of the beach. So that's what I got. Mr. Nartap, welcome in the house, Mr. Nartap. Thanks to be with us on the great. Again, any question you want to talk about, let me know about this. But the case of tonight, the situation is about real estate scam in 2024 in Pattaya. But hopefully I'm going to give you some tips who are going to helping you to avoid those kind of scam and maybe not lose your money like some people did, unfortunately, for that one of there. Pattaya City, 120,000 people. Here we go. And a lot of people coming from outside. It's a city of nightlife. It's a city entertaining. It's a city where I would be curious to see how many the percentage of the people living here permanently in Pattaya, and then the rest will be a percentage of the foreigner, and then a percentage of the women moving from the province, I would say to the north, come to Pattaya and working here for weekly, monthly, and yearly, and they rent only room and then they move out. This is a three kind of people you're going to find here in Pattaya for sure. So first of all, guys, the story behind that of my title tonight, guys, they have some agents in the real estate stole your money. Whatever you rent, most is because by rental. What happening is you gave the money for that person, or she does the transaction for you, and then they scam you and they keep the money. The biggest story happening in Pattaya at the Dustic Pattaya condominium. Someone at the front office accumulate money from customer at the front of front desk, and they stole for over $10 million and maybe more. They still continues to searching about what happening, but $10 million, but bought, by the way, 10 million bought. So 10 million baht is approximately 300 to $350,000 USA. The money right now is about 35 baht for $1. So if you calculate $10 million is about 333,000 she stole for the customer. It's huge, right? You have a lower money, you can be scammed, but this is really a really big number for that one there. Pattaya, and then you go, right? Yes, Eric, not a problem. If you want to tell us, pas de problème, merci, Eric. Si tu veux savoir plus pour les informations, gêne-toi pas, il y a toujours des gens qui arrivent ici pour la première fois puis ils demandent des questions. Donc, gêne-toi pas de demander des questions pour nous autres. But the story behind that, I just mentioned to you, right? One person did it. Now, there are other people, they work as a third party, and they pick up the money from the people, rental the condominium, and they stole the money. So you have to always to be careful. They have a law in Thailand where it's happening to you. They protect you, but at some grace. And I don't want to go that direction, guys, because now we're going to about law, now lawyer, and then it's going to be really not the right information you're going to get tonight. But you have some kind of protection. I can tell you that about this. That's something I can tell you about that. Do you ever get sick, coach? I'm sure it's tough sometimes to be in the country where English, French is not the main language. Not really. Enough that. Why? This is be my life. Moving, adventurous, not worry, not scared about that. I'm really an intern person. It's funny, guys. Like if you tell me in 1995 You're going to do live stream live in English, where I didn't have no words, no clue about English in 1995. Really, I could not speak anyway. And now I can still cannot speak, but I think my English a little bit better compared to 1995. And doing some kind of live stream, I would say, you kidding me? I would never do that because I'm an intern person. Yeah, we have party left and right, guys. I'm a shy guy. I'm not pay attention. I'm the guy who work behind the scenes. If I was working for the company, I would never be the speaker. I would be the guy who work everything behind the scenes. Whatsoever, I become a speaker in the world of hockey and the life coaching. This is another one. Nobody not none, don't know much about my life behind that. But again, everybody had some kind of homesick sometime. But for me, I always been on the move all my life. From I moved for about 12 different states. I moved from Canada to USA now and Thailand. And everybody is unique. Everybody is different, right? For me, live alone, it's not a problem. So for me, I don't miss. What I miss, maybe I would say sometime, is the food. Um some food from Quebec. Maybe I miss sometimes some stuff like that, but sick about family, homesick about family, friends, or no. Because I'm always searching for new things to learn about everything, the language, the people, the country, and I'm always fascinated by doing some kind of stuff like that. So that's a great question. Maybe not give you the best answer we expect, but I don't have those kind of problem yet in our top. Eric, the best way is you doing the right thing right now, Eric, is to learning on the YouTube channel. It's all depends what is your requirement. Eric, it's all about what you like, what you would love to do. And from that, you're going to select the location. For me, beach was my number one. I want to stay on the beach. So they have Phuket, they have Pattaya, they have Jomtien, and you have all this the location at the around at the south around for Rayon, UN, and I can go all the way like that, right? And I want to be at the beginning a little bit more like know the nightlife and Pattaya, everything like that. So I say, you know what? Let's try here for the first time, and then maybe after that I can move somewhere else. Since that, I still enjoy bien. Can I move somewhere else? I never know. But right now, I enjoy. I love the beach. It was my first. I could be in Chiang Mai, but it's the north. The weather is a little bit cooler. It's a mountain. It's green. It's a forest. It's great to be there. Great city, Chiang Rai. I can go all the way like this, right? I didn't want to go to Bangkok. I don't want to live in New York, whatever. I live in Miami area. I didn't want to be in a big city. I want to be in front of the beach. My life is the beach, is the water, sand, beach. That's what I requirement. So that's the reason, Eric, I chose here. But someone want to be in other place, I have no problem. It's just about you personal. My hope is to give you some tip if you have a question about which city or what's the cost of living, whatever you ask. I will do my best about that. And thank you so much, RJ, about that. Roy said, and it's a city which in 1960 was a fishing village but become a site for the soldiers during the war. U.S. government built hotel facility which still exists. And that's been amazing, Roy, to know about that. That's great about this. Joanne, Happy New Year. Joanne, nice to see you. Yeah, we said what's happening with the real estate scam about that. Joanne, first of all, Joanne, speed recovery. Joanne and Al been with us at the beginning in December when we start to do live streaming. We just start this in December because it was the holidays. We did only two, I believe. I think this now is the number 5. And we came back in January, but during that time, Al and Joanne got sick and they postponed their trip, I believe, in January and maybe a little bit later during the 2024. Joanne, it's my agent called me last night. I said, hey, I have a condominium for Al and Joanne. She got one, and she offered that kind of condominium only at the customer she knows very well. So hopefully you missed that one over there. But hopefully Joanne and Al, you're doing a little bit better. Pas de problème, mon Eric, about that. for that. So join again with Al. Hopefully doing well. Again, any questions, just don't be shy to say it. So the story is about that, like the person at the front desk stole the money and they obviously the people lost their money, but still the story is not over yet. You can consider la poutine. Oui, la poutine, le barbecue, le chicken barbecue at the Saint-Hubert or at the barbecue place. Then I will say to you the Joe Louis. I miss Joe Louis. I always eat Joe Louis. It's not good for my health, but Eric, la poutine, of course, sounds good. Beyond that, too, I heard me make sure a bold move about that for that one. But what you should do if ever it gets not but what you should do to avoid to get scammed. This is a big question tonight, and that's what I try to bring to you. So you know the story: someone stole the money, they scam the people. She requests the money to pay her per month, and maybe a deposit, extra deposit, or maybe she ask you to rent or to borrow some money, all the way like that. And anyway, at the end of the night, she still 10 million people, 10 million baht at the end. There are other scams, same ways, by other people. I'm going to give you everything you need to know. It's easy. It's not like it takes like a 6 hour to explain to you. I can do it in 15 minutes, and that's the reason. Hopefully, those going to helping you about that. No, mate, West Coast, yes, about this, Roy. So, first of all, if ever you want to move here, the best way is to find people working for companies, right? Don't try to get a private agent or some Thai woman out on the apps called Friends. That's the big one with that. It could be on the Dender, everything. Well, maybe meet someone from online before you move here because you want to get some connection, everything like that. And the person said, "Oh, I can help in you to find you a condominium." And return, she will ask you some money back, like maybe 1,000, 2,000 baht, whatever is the transaction you're going to deal or agreement we have to this. This is not a great way to start. You searching condominium in Thailand. So in your all those people on the friends on any apps, everything like that, just be careful about this. If ever it's happening, do some search about that person. And the first thing I would say to you, try to find someone or that person work for a different company. Mine is Alan Bolden Property. I miss the word Bolden. This was my company I work for. Her name is Fern, but this is the company. I put there, guys, other company. They have a ton other company or legit. They have the license. They have business for years. And just do your search when you find those names. Lazudi, Thailand Property, Costal, RE, Real Estate. You have that property group, and they have so much many more. Some of them are specialists to rent condominium. Some of them are specialists to sell condominium. And they have many things to offer to you and helping you. But first thing to avoid to be scammed and tell them, find those kind of company when you try to move here. Whatever you want to rent for 1 month, for 2 weeks, this is the first thing I would suggest you find those kind of company about this. If ever you're looking for company or for someone who would like to helping you, please email me. My email, coach@coachfrenchy.com. This is the ways you can reach me, and I'm going to give you all information every week. I have at least a minimum one request per week about that situation, how I can rent, who I should trust, everything like that. So for me, guys, I suggest you is the first thing, find a company to get that kind of agent. Secondly, I would to not be scammed, right? Find an agent represent the company, like I just said to you. So when you go to Alan Bolden Property, I send an email, and then someone requests to me. I met in Bangkok. I think it was my first week when I rented a hotel in Pattaya. And it was funny because I was in contact with someone before that, and and Pattaya. And I don't want to mention her, but at the beginning she was nice to me, like nice, respond to me back and forth. And then when I came here, she was not respond to me, like almost ignore me. So I tried to search for new agent, and I have to find a new condominium. And the woman was cleaning my room. Her English was not great like mine, but I asked her, I said, "Do you know some people work in Asian?" She said, "I have my cousin." I said, "What?" And she said, "Yes, my cousin worked in Asian for many years at the Allen Bolden property. Her name is Fern." Oh, I said, "I would like to contact her." And I contact her. She emailed me. We talk online on the apps called Line. And then she said, "Yes, you can. We can go to visit condominium." And that's how I find my agent that way. After I make some search about that. But again, she worked at the Allen Bolden property. So what I did, I asked her if I can visit the office. So I went to her office. Yeah, six people was working at the front office, and then the owner was there. So I met the owners, talked with her, and they select for me to have another meeting to visit the company. She asked me my requirement about what I'm looking for, what is my budget, what you looking at the end, and then I said all what I'm looking for, and then she said, "All right, let's go tomorrow at 10 o'clock, and we're going to visit condominium." I said, "All right." I was a bit like 5 miles from her office, and I got Uber's called Bold here, and then the next day she picked me up. She picked me up at my hotel, and we visit a condominium. After I told her what I was looking for, I visit only one condominium. Before that, on the YouTube channel, I saw many condominium, the Riviera, the Jomtien Beach condominium, the Edge, and Pattaya, and many of them. I knew exactly what they look like, but I really love two and Jomtien. She bring me at the first one, and they have 8 floor, 16th floor, and 31 floor, and I picked 31. This is how I get my persona. I agree for the beach, Rick. That's the best place to be. We will not buy a house in Canada on the advice. The 7-Eleven, right? You're absolutely about that one over there for sure. So after that, guys, they have that person, Fern, right? We did the transaction, everything like that. I'm going to talk a little bit more later how we do the transaction. But after her, she made the deal with me. They have a third party. And this what is a little bit, we have to be careful. They have two kind of people. All right. The third party. So the third party is the pickup, is the people you give the money. So the property you make it, or the agent, you make a transaction to rent the condominium. Those people are not pick up your money at at the end of the month. They make the transaction at the beginning, the deposit and the first payment, everything like that. But after that, they move on to the third party. And this is what you have to be a little bit careful. Those people, this is what you have to be sure. The third party, it could be a man, could be a woman. What do you do? That's their job, right? So what do you do? Every month, they work for the company and they pick up the money from customer at the first week of the month. So the company, Allen Bolden Property, hire one, two, or three people. Those three people hire people under them to pick up the money because they have too many customers. That's how it works. So that person, the third party guys, right? Mine, her name is Pam, right? Bam, Bam Bam, but I call her Bam, right? Don't know why this name is that, but it is what it is. That person have another person under her. They pick up the money. For me, at the beginning, it was a man. He was really nice to me. He showed the condominium, and I was feel comfortable with that part of there. But what I would ask you for those third people, ask question about them, right? Ask experience, how long they've been there. Ask if they have customer, how many customer they have, where are the customer, where they coming from, where they are the rental, everything like that. Be sure they are well known. If they are customer, foreigner, try to contact them. And to be sure that person make the transaction for your money is well known. Then come back also to the property. Alan Bolden example, my person was Fern. So I said, look, Fern, I want to be sure Bam Bam is the right person to pick up my money. And she guaranteed me that. She said, look, it's not a problem. And we refer to her to you because we know she worked for us for many years. So again, this is another way to avoid to get scammed when you really know those people. Still in life, you don't trust anybody, right? You can sometimes don't trust your brother, but it is what it is. That's how it works here. For that. Thanks so much, Mr. RJ. So the next thing, guys, after that is honestly, uh, they have three kind of people to pick up your money. The agent from the company. It's rare, but it's happened, right? You can make some kind of transaction with them where they say, you know what, I can make a transfer money by bank, and they take care about that. But usually it's a third party. Like I just said to you, the person, my name is Bam Bam. She pick up the money, but they have other people under her. So whatever it is, to be sure who they are. Finally, the front desk. So some condominium, um, not at the cities, but other condominium, they have agent working for the condominium. And those people will tell you after the transaction, you have to pay at the front desk. And that's the story happening at this condominium where that front desk manager, she has been there for 5 years, by the way. She gets some kind of trust worth it at the end, but she still stole 10 million bucks. So when you pay them, this is really important, the front desk, to see who they are and how what they do with that money and how you can get be sure the money go to the owners. Honestly, when we run the condominium, it's not like a one owner group own the building. It's honestly it's a people buy a condominium here and they rent the condominium every month. On my complex, I think we have 291 condominium you can rent here. So this is really a big part of that part. You have to be careful about this. Now, when you rent, right, they will ask you if you rent this for 1 year, right? You can have a contract for 6 months, 3 months, or maybe 1 month. Um, Sometimes they will ask you a deposit. Again, for me, I rent per year. So I'll tell you my story about that. 2 month deposit plus my first month, a total of 3 months and from. And at the end, when I'm going to leave the building, they're going to give me back my money, or they give a couple of money, whatever it is. But this is the normal thing happening. If you rent a business here in Thailand, it's the same way. If you rent something, the 90% is 2 months, and then plus the first month you have to be there. Now, it's really important. You have to be sure you sign a contract. It's really important you have paperwork. You have to be sure you read the paperwork because you are in your country. Be sure everything is in English, or to be what you sign is exactly what you're looking for. So again, you don't have to ask a lawyer to read your paperwork, but read everything. Just turn down, oh, I sign here, and that's it. Turn the flip, the ask question. Don't be shy. This is guy the you live wood there. You're going to be here for 1 year. And whatever you rent for 15,000, 20,000 baht, or 25,000 baht, at the end of the day, you're going to spend about 3,000 baht per year. It's $10,000 you living here in Thailand. You gave to the people. All right. So don't give more money. Some people will say, we can pay, you can pay for the full year and you get another discount. At least you guarantee, you know that person and you know the company, you can do it. But if the person at the front desk do this is how they get the scam, by the way. So when you sign, be careful, read the paperwork, completely from the top to the at the end at the beginning to the end, right? And then after that, you have some document on your hands. They have a copy, you have your own copy. That's the first step to be sure you don't going to be scammed at the end of the day. A little bit more work, but it's worth it at the end. Then after that, guys, when you rent a condominium, this one is a little bit again tricky. You have to be sure, right? The one you rent a building here, like my condominium. This is my example, right? You have to spend our example, 20,000 baht per month. All right, $600 at the end of the day. You rent that money right there. Then you have to spend more for your water and your power. Some condominium they put a package deal. Many others, and most of them are not a package deal. Why? Because the EC, the power, is more expensive. Some people run the EC 24 hours. It costs more per month. So condominium, they only rent for, you pay rental for the condominium, and then you pay extra money for your water, for the internet, and for the EC. 3 area going to be added at the end of the month. The water, guys, is between $5 to $10 per month. It's very cheap. The power, it depends. If you run the AC 24 hours, you expect to spend about $150 to $200 per month more. But like me, I don't use because I'm the beach and I don't use a lot. I spend about 1,500 or maybe 30 baht to 50 baht per month. Maximum my power. Internet is about $9, 10, $15 maybe per month my internet. But here's the tricky behind that. A street front company, internet could be ASI or True. The water is the city, and the EC is another company. Those sometimes when you rent, you don't open up an account. So this is what happening. So they got a bill, the city, to the owners, and she can have an internet account, and she can have she have a power account, and she have a water account. But the internet, sometimes the third party rent the internet for the condominium. So be sure who is in charge, who own the subscriber of the internet, right? This is the biggest thing. And then after that, if it's a person, be sure it's clear. They don't own any money on that part over there. The best way, just open a new account and rent your internet per month under your name. You're not going to be scammed about that part over there. On the water, be sure before you make the transaction, the bill is at zero because you can stop the water and it will be not your fault because the owner did not pay the bill. And be sure the same thing with the power. Again, it's not happening a lot, but it's the precaution. That's the reason I said avoid those kind of situation when you rent a place over there. So this is the three things. But why the water, internet, and pay, you have to pay by cash at the end of the month at the third party or at the front, or you have to pay by the bank, transfer by the bank. Also, inquire about the coupe. It's today exactly about this, Roy. That's a great point about that, Roy. Who do you pay? Now, it's not done yet, guys. We're almost done, but we have other things. One, me. This how it works on my situation. So, Bam Bam is my third party. In front of her, her name is Fern. So the company is Alan Bolden. I have Fern. I have Bam Bam. And then she got a person pick the money for her. Now, who make the money at the end? How the percentage? I had no clue. But at the beginning, it was a man. Every month, he would pick up my money, and we sit together. He will, guys. They come at you. They come at your condominium. They can come at you at the apartment, or they with you at the lobby. So when you give them the money, it's all cash. Me, I pay cash at the end. Some people pay by bank. I think they have an extra charge. I'm not sure about this. I never used by bank money transfer. If you pay by credit card, it's an extra charge for sure. So when I pay at the end of the month, we sit at the lobby, right? They do they do they do a couple of things. First of all, if it was not the guy left the company, by the way, uh, over 1 year with me, maybe like a couple of months ago now. So if you have a new person pop up to pick up my money from Bam Bam, she will send me the picture of the person. First of all, so this is a good trust. Secondly, when I pay the money, they will count the money in front of me, right? And then they will give me a receipt. Uh, month January 2024, deposit 25,000 baht, internet, and then they give me a picture of my water bill under the city. They give me a picture of my bill for the power. Now they're going to add the money together. It was said to me at home then 27,534 baht for the month of January. So I go to the lobby. I bring my 28,000. You try to be cash exactly. They don't have money to give you back. Sometime I will I will give you some tip for 30 baht, 50 baht. I don't really care, right? But sometimes I don't have the 100. So one month I have an extra 200 and they give me a credit for the next month. But at the end of that part, when I sit with them, right, on the lobby, they do three things. They pick the money, they give you a receipt, sign both parties, mine and them, right? It's just a paperwork, right? No document, right? And then they take a picture of the receipt and they put the word pay on it, everything like that. They keep one for her. She sent this to Bam Bam, and then Bam Bam sent this to the owners. And then after that, I get a picture on my phone of the transaction. I make the money. I give back the money. If you have a money back or credit or I own some $100 for the next month, everything is on the paper. Everything is take a picture. And this is what I believe you're going to be avoid to get scammed if you work like those people. And that's simple. Yes, you cannot trust. Every time someone requests, I think Juan I have Darcy this week asking me this. Before that, I have a Casimir asking me. Every week, someone asking me. I always refer Bam Bam to them. Why I don't go with Adam Bolden property and why I don't go with Fern, but they are more the people looking more to sell condominium. Now, Fern, she will do a good job. It's for 1 year. If it's for 1 year, I refer to Fern. She look good, by the way. She's going to smile if she's watching my video. But this is the way we do it. If you ask me about couple of months, 3 months, 6 weeks, or 1 month, I refer to you to Bam Bam. Why? Because she really knows every owners and she knows where is a great condominium. And she knows like if you want to get a place with fiber, she will send to you to the condominium with it's called Alex condominium around. If you want to get not on the beach, your money is your budget is below 20,000, maybe 15,000 baht. Example, the Paradise condominium behind me. If you want to spend less than 20,000, the Riviera is another one over there. You can maybe spend. You have a no budget. It's a great. You have a lot of money, not a lot of money, but you can spend 20, 25, 30,000. Copacabana is a big one over there. You want to go to View Laway, View Away, I believe. They have like, I don't know, 10 or 12 building or condominium. They are the end of the beach, but it's approximately 12,000 to 18,000 baht per month. If you want to live in Pattaya, you want to live at downtown, not on the beach, downtown, but you have to go at the edge. Again, every location is depend where you want to be. I did not want to live in Pattaya. I live in the quiet place right there. But you can see beside me the place right there. This is my condominium, by the way, right here. So that's why my condominium is about that. So again, Every week we come here to give you some tips, but more sharing about experience wise, and hopefully one day that remind me, guys, when I start my other channel in hockey in 2020, and I think it was in August. It was in August. I start only recording. In January 2021, I start to do live streaming. And nobody, like one person and my cat. That's it. That's all. My mom did not come. I told her she did not come. Poor mom. She did not know too much about internet, but I was not really care because behind that, I love it. I'm passionate about that. So now I decide to create other channel. This is my channel number 2. I just start a channel number 3 is a faceless about quiz. And for me, I do live streaming, and Roy and me, we talk each other all the time. And Roy come here to live stream. And if I can helping one person per week, Eric is a new one this week. Darcy popped up last week on my stream. She watched my streaming recording, and then she asked me question about condominium. So I don't know the next about that. I don't have no goals or no number. It's not about a number. It's just the quality of information we can provide to you. If you're looking for that, you like it, but you can come back every day, every week, or you maybe you can watching this during the week. That's not a problem with that part. Hopefully, that will helping a little bit more people in the future, and that's the purpose behind my live streaming. I did not think about this until in December. Send that. We grow we slowly, properly the right way, and hopefully going to have more people in the future. And finally, for the last one, guys, we talk about the real estate scam tonight. Hopefully, that helping you if ever you decide to rent or buy a condominium. They have other scam, and I make a video. You can watch on my videos. The talk about scam in 2024 and what happening in Thailand. They have a scam, guys, on the rental. If you rent a bike, if you rent a car, if you rent a jet ski, the jet ski is really the good one. They have some kind of agreement, guys, between the policeman department. They have the police, the people rent the jet ski, and everything like that. So you have to be really careful. So when you rent something, guys, be sure paper works, sign the right paper. Be sure insurance come with that part, right? I'm talking about rental bike or car. And then after that, check everything around the jet and take a picture. Because I'll give you an example, a scam. You're going to go on that jet ski. You take that jet ski rental. You go flip, whatever you do for about 30 hours, 30 minutes, 1 hour. You come back. And then you come back. The guy said, look, this, you missing that piece over there. Look, you did not look. This was not there before that. Anyhow, what happening is you cannot prove it. You did not take a picture before that. So do the same thing if ever you rent a condominium. I did it. I make a video about this, by the way. But every time you rent something here in Thailand, be careful. Rent, take picture, make video about that, around the motorbike, the car, or the jet ski, whatever you rent. Take a picture, sign the right paperwork. And again, this is another scam about that part over there. For that part, Roy said that basically the bottom line is know who you are dealing with. Absolutely right about that one over there. Thanks so much, RG. 1310. Here we go. So this is really important. You know who they are. So that's kind of scam. Now, at the beginning of the show, I said to you, I'm going to talk about my scam happening to me. So next week, what are you going to talk about? Next week, guys, going to talk about fall in love in Thailand. The 3 days rules in Thailand. The nightlife in Thailand. The Thai woman in Thailand. The story, great story. The bad story behind. So next week is about fall in love in Thailand or love in Thailand with Thai woman. That'll be the story next week. But I got scammed. Only one time so far. I'm very careful. I pay attention about everything. I'm telling you right now, I not easy. So during the August, September, I have to go to Bangkok. So I went to Bangkok. I said, you know what? I'll be there for a couple of days. So it was my vacation of the year, and one of them. Then I said, oh, why not to go out with some people? So I went to the friend or Denver, I don't know. And I met I requested people to go out, everything like that. And then I got a couple of them. The first time I went on the cruise with someone, she was nice. But the second woman, she told me, hey, I can meet you for the coffee. Oh, I said, I don't know. I think I'm leaving, whatever it is. And then she came back the next day. I said, why not? No, I met her. We went to the Starbucks, but it was too many people. We went somewhere else. And then they have a storm. Like in August, September, it rained a lot here. It was pouring. And she said, let's go out tonight. Met at 10:30 at this station. We're going to take the a tuk-tuk, and then we're going to the bar. Sound good to me. She was looking good, right? You go out with the people, you feel good about that, right? We have I think, a glass of wine together, and we eat some food, whatever it is. So everything looking good to me with her. So before she left, she showed me a picture of her business. She does restaurant, everything like that. She showed me the picture of her daughters. So to give you an idea right now, she showed me the business, she showed me the daughters, she showed me family, she showed me where she coming from. Her English was good. You feel good, and she teased me, right? Part of the scam. So she said, "Look, that place, that location, we want to go out. I don't know the name of the bar." She said they have special table, VIP table. You can spend 2,000 baht for rent the table. You get a bottle, you get some kind of appetizer, and you have a special place inside the bar. It's a little bit music, Thai music, but it's really nice. I love to be there. And the only thing we have to do is to rent before you go there. All right. Now I start to be a little bit more skeptical, but she said, I'm going to reserve for you so I have to go back home because my daughter need food, had a couple of things to do, and I will stop by to pay the table, and then we're going to meet you at 10:30 tonight at the station. And you know the end of the story, guys? Of course, she never show up at the station at 10:30. At 10:45, I text her. I tried to reach her. Finally, at 11 o'clock, she said, I'm behind. I lost my phone. My friend lost my phone in the taxi. She never show up at the end. So she told me 2,000 baht. Guy, it's 45 bucks, 50 bucks. I don't know how much is it. It was not the fact I lose the money. I was upset and pissed off on myself to get scammed that way. So next week, we're going to talk about fall in love in Thailand, but just be careful. Again, it's happened in Canada, it's happened in USA, it's happened in England, it's happened in any countries, right? Just be sure when you move in Thailand, it was the purpose behind that live stream tonight is to not get scammed. So I give you some tip information, hopefully that will helping you. And again, if ever you want to have some information about anything about Thailand, uh, I've been here for 16 months now, maybe 17 months. I have no regrets to move here. At some time, I said to Roy last night, I believe, I wish I could move here 20 years ago, or at least to visit Thailand every year 20 years ago. I would be like a monster here 20 years ago. Can you imagine at 40 years old, 35 years old to go to the bar in Thailand to have a lifestyle like that? I'd be, I would be terrible. Because sometimes I go out right now and I'm too old to I'm not too old to get a woman at 35 years old. It's just how they works in Thailand. But I'm too old to hanging with them every night or to handle with them with the young guys at 28 to 35 years old, 40 years old. But it's a lifestyle. It's a great to be in Thailand. The beach gave me my paradise. My condominium gave me peace. The condominium gave me freedom. And Thailand offered me those areas in my life I'm searching, I'm looking for, and that make me happy. When you do something you love about, you passion, when you live a place you feel happy, that priceless. I never talk about the word money. I don't talk about love. I just talking about enjoy your every single day you have. Be grateful about every day you get in front of you. Try to fulfill your day what you want to be with. It could be alone with people and do what you think it will make you happy every single day. Because every day is not guaranteed. So be grateful and thankful. And I think we have a space of the life right now. We forget to praise other people. We forget to impact people around you. We forget. We just expect the people are there for you, and that's it. That's all. I'm sure. I'm sure. Or some people will tell me, "Hey, because I did a lot of the life coaching development." People say, "Yeah, but I cannot helping anybody. I don't have no money. I don't know any people. Everybody look happy around me. Every time that I would say one thing to you, right? Somewhere, somehow, people need your voice. You don't need to have a back or a degrees in psychology to talk with someone. A smile, a word, an encouragement, a praise, a touch, a hug, make it friend to someone. If you find someone on the street, right, you don't have to give him $100. Just a penny, or take a time to say hi. They are human beings. And that's the reason I do this live streaming. I don't know who you are. I don't know your life. But one thing I know, every time I pop up on my live stream, whatever on my any other channel, I know I make an impact. It cannot be the same day. It could be the next day. It could be the next week. It could be the next month. It could be the next year. I don't know. But if I do this, this is what the reason I'm still on this earth every day to make an impact. And that's the reason I wear this for over 20 years on my right list, on wrist, my right wrist. About that. Anyhow, guys, I want to complete the show like we do every single night, every single time at the live stream, every Sunday night, 7 p.m. Hopefully, see you next time. If you not click on the like, please click on the like. Sharing this on your social media. Tell the people we do live streaming every Sunday night, 7 p.m. And the first guy, we're going to get some guests. We're going to have people have experience here. They're going to sharing. But at the beginning like this, I'm just sharing my experience and hopefully going to growing to impact more people. But one thing you have, and I have, and anybody have, is this part.
You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you.
Yes, exactly what you have. You have greatness inside of you, and that's the reason you are here every single Monday night, Sunday night. And that's conclude, guys, another great show of the Frenchy and Thailand. I can wait to see you next week. Until then, my friend, I tell you one more thing. Be well, be L. Find a way not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the first half of what, RJ? It was said 2024. Here we go, everybody. That's conclude another live stream, Frenchy and Thailand. Until the next time, we want to remind you one more thing. We love you, people. An amazing, great weeks, everybody. See you next Sunday. Enjoy the beginning of the weeks.